Why do things work out the way they do? Look at your life. Why do you have a car? Why do you have the house that you stay in? The job that you have? Stay tuned and I'll tell you more. Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Alissa and on this channel I talk about personal development and lifestyle. So for today I'll be speaking about the law of correspondence. As within, so without. So what that means is your inner life is a complete mirror reflection of what is happening in your physical world. Okay? So you end up comparing yourself to so many people, whether it be your neighbor, your cousin, your colleague, it doesn't matter. What you need to remember is that you are in the situation because of your thoughts. Remember, your thoughts create reality. So what you've subconsciously thought about has now manifested into what we call a physical reality. So what you have and what you are and where you are in your life is basically what you have manifested subconsciously. We become so conscious of our outer world, material things and the things that people do, we tend to forget about our inner world. So like I like to say, you need to focus on yourself first. Self-care, taking care of yourself is of utmost importance. So you can't compare yourself to other people and expect everything to happen the way it should happen when you're feeling negative. No, you need to change the way you think, change the way you see life so that things could work in your favor because everything is meant to be. Whatever you have is what you've created. You've created your own reality. So if you're feeling depressed and sad and down all the time, everything else around you is going to reflect that. So instead of waking up in the morning and feeling sorry for yourself and telling yourself that you have bills to pay, you don't know where you're going to get money, you don't know how you're going to cover it, you're so sick, you're always going to be sick, you're always going to have bills to pay, you're never going to have money. So flip the switch, tell yourself that you are grateful for the bills that you have, as silly as it sounds. I mean, really, it sounds silly, but you know what? It's not silly. It is the reality of our world at the end of the day. Grateful for the bills that you have, because if you didn't have the bills, you didn't enjoy the services thereof. You have bills for a reason, because you didn't pay or because you had that item, you purchased the item or service, you bought the service or contract or whatever it is. That is the reason why you have bills. So you need to be thankful for the things that you have, like bills, because without the bills you wouldn't have bills to pay. So in saying that, try and think about a negative situation. Try and think about the positive in that negative situation. I'm not sure if you're understanding what I'm getting. So, for example, you're planning on making this amazing meal for supper, right? You've been watching this recipe on YouTube and you've been getting all your ingredients, and now you're on your way home and you're going to cook this meal. But you know that you are not a great cook. So automatically you're already telling yourself that the meal is not going to come out the way it's supposed to or intended to come out, You know what? The meal is not going to come out the way you planned it on coming out, or the way you planned or saw it on the YouTube video. Instead of thinking that the meal is going to be a disaster, think about how the meal is going to turn out. It might not be the same as what is on the YouTube video that you saw, but it's going to be a reflection of how you interpret that meal, how you put the ingredients together and put your own twist on it. You know what I mean? It's going to be great. You need to tell yourself that it's going to be awesome. If you want the perfect life, you need to live a perfect life. You need to live a perfect physical life. Taking care of yourself, self-care, looking after your skin, drinking plenty water, exercising. I mean, I've said this in my previous video, I will link it down below for you to see, but it's the reality. In order for everything else to fall into place and for everything else to be a perfect world, your inner world needs to be perfect first. You need to start creating what it is that you want within yourself first, before you can focus on having a house like your neighbor or your friend, or driving the perfect car, the convertible that your friend has. You need to make peace with what it is, get all your demons out, live with positivity in your heart and in your mind, and everything will fall into place. Like I've said, the ripple effect. You need to take charge of your own ripple effect. Think of positive thoughts. Think of positive affirmations. In order for things to fall into place, write down what it is that you want. Journal it. Visualize. Do a vision board. And from there, you will start seeing how things unfold for yourself. But your inner self is a reflection of your outer world. And in order for your outer world to be a perfect physical outer world, it is imperative that you start with yourself.